Totally didn't see that would happen to this kind of web drama, but it did, and I highly, highly appreciate that. They make a really cute couple on screen. "原来我很爱你 Crush is a 24-episode web drama that's being aired on the platform iQIYI in China. It is led by Lin Yanjun and Wan Peng. This drama is based on a novel written by the author Mu Fusheng, and the author is also the scriptwriter of this drama. So if you happen to be a original novel lover, then this drama, at least in the department of being faithful to its original material, will make you very happy. As I'm making this video, I've watched the first 12 episodes of this drama, exactly halfway. I'll give it a 1 goldmine rating on my 7-level scale, and if the drama's next half is even better, I'm not saying it's impossible to make it a 2 goldmine drama eventually. As a general and overall statement for this drama, I think it's quite watchable and quite lovely. As usual, I'll tell you my take on it, positive, negative, but first, a very general recap of what the story is about. This is a young adult contemporary romantic story between our female character Song Wuyan, played by Wan Peng, who majors in psychology, but she actually doesn't really like it. She did it mostly for the parents. And in the last year of her university, she already started working part-time at a radio station, and her real aspiration is to become a radio host. She's a fan of a lyricist who is a quite mysterious person. The lyrics this person writes always feels very connected to her. As a romantic story, she runs into this person not knowing who he is, and that is our male lead character, Su Nianqing, played by Lin Yanjun. He's born with visual disability and not fully blind, but he can only see things that's very, very close to him with a very vague impression, that type of thing. He's passionate about music, but he lives a super isolated and distant life from everything and everyone. And with that kind of character setup, you pretty much don't even need to hear me tell you what will happen. You know, they will meet and they will realize each other is like the perfect person for them and blah 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 blah. Romantic story. Now let's first talk about the things that I like about this drama. First, as a very general impression that is not specific about anything, this drama makes you feel good. It's very relaxed, it's very soothing. If I have to find a metaphor to describe it, is watching it is like if you have a backyard garden and it's a summer day that is not hot and it's raining and you're sitting under the canopy and you see the raindrops drop and you have a drink on your side that is like splashed with mint and lemon, and the breeze is cooling and there's flower scent in the air and you have nothing to worry about, you have nothing to do, you're just sitting there chilling out, and this drama gives you that feel. Okay, overall. So if you're looking for some kind of rather easy to get into, very gentle paced, soothing love story that has an overall very good production standard, this is that kind of drama. The second good thing about this story is, although the male lead looks quite novel-like character who has a lot of money, who has a really hard to deal with character personality, but who is talented, but then he's got disability, you know, the classic Asian drama type of stuff. When you actually start watching this drama, it doesn't feel like a very peculiar or dramatic case. It doesn't give you the impression that the character's life is so far away, so disconnected to yourself that you cannot relate to them. It's actually a rather relatable drama, and it has believable characters, it has reasonable logics. Even with that kind of seemingly very dramatic setup of the characters, once they start to act, start to interact, they act like normal human, which you cannot say for a lot of ridiculously written romantic dramas in Chinese drama. And this is not just about the two leads, it's also about pretty much every supporting role you're gonna come across. The female leads' high school / university friends, or the male leads' weirdly related relatives. Although they have very clear dramatic functions for the main plotline for the leads, as individual characters, they also have their own aspirations, their own reasons, what they want to do, and the drama does give them space to do these things, and it all makes sense. So you don't need to worry about this drama being, it's all about that love story of the main characters, and therefore everybody else becomes tool person. The third thing I like about this story is it has a lot of details. The details that's designed specifically for visual storytelling. If it's a really bad drama, often everything is spelled out by the characters saying things in the lines, because the not good writers just do not know how to tell the story using visual medium. Whereas this drama, right from episode 1, you know, the production knows we are making a drama, not a textbook. So the intrinsic quality of visual storytelling allows you to play some things that cannot happen, say in audio drama or in the novel. Because the male lead character is a close to fully blind person for at least, let's say, 60-70% of this drama. Therefore, the concept of light and how light is perceived by him is an important part of the story. And this drama definitely knows that this is the angle that they can play, so they do a lot of interesting shots that is to do with light. How light shows up on the camera lens, how it interacts with the characters, how they interact with light, from the angles, from the choices of lenses. Yeah, from episode 1, you'll see that. And it runs through the whole thing. It does give you a very coherent look of the whole drama, and it constantly reminds you that the production knows that this is important to the story. Usually you see that in very carefully designed films, because for film production, usually you have more money, budget, and time to play with very specific shot designs, whereas dramas, usually you just push forward the plot with speaking lines. But this drama use a lot of camera language. Totally didn't see that would happen to this kind of web drama, but it did, and I highly appreciate that. Also, because of the male character's disability, there will be a lot of details about how he carry out his daily life, how he interacts with sound and everything in his world, and how that plays into his relationship with everybody around him. And there's also a lot of the physical behavior, action, details that goes into this story. So it overall appears to be a really carefully designed and carefully made production. Then the last thing, obviously we have to talk about casting choice. I really like the CP created by Lin Yanjun and Wan Peng. They really go together nicely, very nicely. I've watched a couple of dramas Wan Peng has been in. I like her as an actress overall, and she does a really good job. In this drama, she really shows you she's the type of actress who can ignore the existence of camera and lens on her, and she just acts as a real person. A lot of little details in her acting, in her tonal quality of her voice. She makes me fully believe in the character she plays. Whereas Lin Yanjun, because of the character setup, he pretty much has no facial expression in the first couple of episodes, because he cannot focus looking at things, and he's very cold, very distant personality, doesn't want to really get involved in anyone else's business. You feel like, yeah, he only needs to look really handsome and then stare into distance vaguely and not having any facial expression. That's an easy job to do. And by the first time, because of a little interaction he had with the female lead, he suddenly smiled to himself just a little bit, okay? And it just really works on the audiences, at least when I was watching it, because of all the previous setup of him being just totally stone-faced. The moment he smiled, oh, I'm getting it. I totally got the butterfly feeling in me. And further down the line, he will have more and more facial expressions, and it's cute. Okay, they make a really cute couple on screen. And the nice thing about this relationship and their portrayal is everything in their life, the interaction stuff, are little things. There's no huge dramatic plot. Really, throughout the entire drama, there's only one big thing that happened between them that will make them kind of separate for a while, but then eventually come back. We are not yet at that plot point. It will happen very soon. But throughout this whole drama, they don't really run into epic dramatic conflict. Most of their lovely moments are very tiny moments that happens to pretty much everybody in their daily life. I buy into this relationship. I love looking at them together as a couple, and I cannot wait for this drama to move to its kind of second stage of the relationship and eventually third stage, and it's a happy ending. You can tell that from the title and ending song. The shots are there. So those are all the good things that makes me really enjoying the 12 episodes. Then every time I have to say something negative, although I really don't necessarily find there's a very big problem of this drama. First, if you are looking forward to a very exciting plot, exciting love stories, dramatic things, there are things that will make you go ho ho ho, this drama doesn't necessarily provide that. It's a very 细水长流, the tiny water stream flows for a long time, that type of story. There's not necessarily any crush really happening in this drama. The second thing is similar to this, is there isn't a very attention grabbing, eyeball grabbing element of this drama. Usually a drama needs to have something that is quite different from other dramas within its genre to stand out in the big market where there are many dramas similar to it. So this drama, although I enjoyed it very much, I describe it as sitting under the canopy and watching the rain drip, that kind of feel. You know that it is one of those little moments in life that you treasure, but then in itself it doesn't have anything that pops up as unusual and grab your attention. So this drama, I think even after it has finished airing, which will take another 2-3 weeks, probably wouldn't gather too much attention, wouldn't really become a top popular chart drama, and may be very easily missed. Unless you are personally a fan of the leading actors, you may go and check it out, otherwise you probably will pass. Not a negative thing, but more like my outlook for its, let's say, fate. In the performance, how well it's received, how many people have watched it, how popular it is, how strong an impression it's gonna leave for the market. At this point, I'm pretty sure that that's its trajectory. But it's really enjoyable. Really not that much that you can pick at this drama and say, oh, that is outrageous or that is ridiculous. And I'll definitely watch till the end. That is my first impression of the drama Crush. 原来我很爱你. Hopefully that's useful to my audience, making up your decision about whether you should start watching this romantic contemporary drama. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.